Welcome back. Book 26, Build Enterprise-D. Massive model from Fanhome. Die-cast, lit, crazy wiring. Me and you about to go through something here. Stage 102. We're going to knock out the final pack in this book, 102. Starting off with this panel here, but then we're going to start working on this lower part of the battle section. Oof. Okay, let's do this. I am going to carefully open up this package because it has a lot of tiny parts, as you can see there. In fact, I may try to leave that whole top section, these two sections, intact for now. I'm about to get into from here down for the first part of this. That's the plan, because I'm always losing those little parts and trying to find them on the ground. Careful, careful, careful. And we're going to need most of this. This is a battery cover. I'm going to put that in that tray for now. Okay, we're going to leave those two parts intact for now. Hopefully everyone's having a great day out there. Let me lower you down as we work. I'm putting some lifeboats into this deck panel. This one is metal, die-cast metal. We kind of know the drill on this. I'm going to roll these out. Got a pot roast in the pressure cooker, the Instant Pot upstairs with all the goodies in there. One of the few things I can seem to be able to make decently thanks to that pressure cooker. So it'll be a good dinner. That's what we're doing for dinner. I don't know what y'all doing out there. Post up what you had for dinner, because I want to know. I want to know what you had. Alright, red line, put that down towards the wider edge of this panel. Slap all these in place. And see how quickly we can get this part done. If you're watching me on your big TV, streaming your YouTube on your television, thank you for inviting me into your living room. There is no refunds. You will never get this time back. That is for sure. Like Mr. Holster said, you will never, ever, ever get the time back. But hopefully it's enjoyable for you. And I am missing something here. I need some back panels. Oh man, I am gonna have to get into the, so much for trying to save these small parts in this packaging. I've got to get into this to get these in there, because why would they put any of these pieces in the freaking little divider that you're actually, for the step you're actually working on? I mean, why? You know, you wouldn't want to do that. You want to keep them mixed up. That way, as I spill out these parts, get your eyes on this in case I lose anything. I'm going to dump this out carefully. Taking this battery box, putting it in this tray. That's going in the tray. This should have two of these things. These little yellows. I see one, so I've already lost one. How is that possible? I've got this panel, the faux, got this battery box piece. Oh my god. So I've already lost one of those. Still in the packaging over here. See? This is ridiculous. Little tiny piece like that. Why? Why build something like that? You're gonna, you know, as a company, you're gonna increase the odds someone's gonna have it missing and have to request a new one. Alright. Let's get off of that molehill that we've already died on. This is gonna go something like this. What screws are we using here? AM. So we have 50 million different screws for this pack. So we're going to do AM, 2 here. Let's see if my bit's going to fit it. Looks like it will. But we want our 3-in-1 oil, which I already have some from previous issues loaded into this little tray. Dip the tip. This is metal. This piece is metal, so it'll help it thread in. Snug that sucker down. Oh geez, what we got going on here? Something's happening. Amber alert. Amber alert for Tatiana Fuentes, age 12, 5 foot 2 inches, 75 pounds. Brown hair. Last seen in Idaho Falls. Taken in the middle of the night by 2 adult males. Oh no. Driving a 2012 dark blue Ford Focus. Plate is Texas WB. Here. WB P6759. Silver front bumper. Aftermarket spoiler on the back. Headed to Colorado. Please contact 911 with information. So that's from our Wyoming Highway Patrol. That does not sound good at all. Keep an eye out for that situation if you're out there on the highways. A lot of times the Amber Alerts are like a family member, but that sounds weird. 2 adult males. I don't like just the sound of that. You gotta be careful with your kids out there too, nowadays too. Kidnappings still happen and they get trafficked. Okay. Let's press on. Keep your eyes out for that. Thoughts and prayers out for her safe return. Okay. This edge panel here is going to go, I guess with the words down like this. Yep. That's going to be held in with yet a different screw. I am still going in the metal here. M for metal. These screws have a big fat washer head looking thing built in. Alright, that fits. Dip it in the 3-in-1 oil. Screw one in. Load up the second one. That in. Tell you, filming this on Sunday. I should get it up tonight as far as the video goes. Not really wanting to go to work tomorrow, but I will, because I have to pay them bills. Okay. We're going to install this on our saucer section. We're going to need 2 FM screws. I'm going to go ahead and should be done with those now. Go ahead and get this undone. Get 2 of these spilled out of the packaging. Get 1 loaded up on the screwdriver. Alright, let's come over to the saucer. panel doesn't quite set super flush, but again, no refunds. That's not bad. The way they designed this thing, nothing's exact flush. The nature of the beast here. The main thing is make sure the lip of this, there's a little groove there, clips around the other edge on the other side for the panel as you go in. Then you got to slide these little ears in, so not as easy as it sounds necessarily. There we go, that's in. That's as good as that's going to get, but it's around there. Yeah, and this other panel will clip and hold that up. That should pinch that together better, hopefully. A little jicky. That is what it is. Got our screw from whatever I said earlier, dipping the tip in the oil. Screwing this one all the way in snug. Man, you really got to put a lot of down pressure in that. Dip this tip in the oil. Screwing this one in. This one's threading in a little easier. Make sure this one is fully snugged. Let's see. Message from my son saying, okay, it's too late, dude. Seeing if he wanted anything in particular while I was at the grocery, instead of me just guessing. Snacks or whatever he wants, but I'm getting pretty good at that anyway. Is what it is. Get what you get, don't throw a fit. We got too much junk food in this house anyway. Okay, that's in. Now, let me go ahead and get this little faux, got a little battle damage right there. Get a little faux escape pod, lifeboat cover. Got the two nubbins. Get them lined up. Push it. Ooh, straight in. Alright, that one's snugged in. Good. They don't give you any extras of those, so don't lose those out of the packaging. That's that for this. Now we get to work on some battle section. So I need to got this nightmare from that tape's even, some of my other tapes even coming up. It's not sticking very well, but it's enough to hold it, because we're going to attach some of these cables to the other lower part of the battle section and flip that thing in place. Let me slide this giant massive saucer out of the way. And get this. Flip this guy over. Alright, let me get into position here and figure out what we're doing. Tidy up a little bit here. Okay. Alright. No edits here. We're going to be one big giant video probably. Okay, what am I doing? Alright, I gotta get the battery, get that battery assembly ready. First, so this guy, some screws in there. These things are just Pieces of garbage. If there's any fail points in this kit, it's the wiring and these chintzy battery boxes. Ridiculous. Okay, this package here contains a small nut and a silver screw. Taking this small nut, and it's going in this little back side of this. Maybe. There we go. Now it's in place. And the heck am I doing? Oh, this little tiny covers. I mean, see, like, this is just a ridiculous thing to have to do here. Why is it designed this way? So this going in here like that, I guess. And I need 2 AP screws to hold it in place. Two AP screws. I don't think they provided me any AP screws in this kit. I got DPs, I got AMs. Okay. Well, that's dumb. Probably find the screws later. I'm gonna try to go to my spare screw kit box, wherever the heck I put that thing. Oh, here it is. I haven't had to get into this guy in a while. I stopped like keeping a lot of the extra screws because I have a selection of them. Let's see if I can see if I have 2 APs though. Probably the ones I don't have. I got BPs, I got AMs. I got BPs, BMs. What the F? Here we go, AP. I got 1 effing AP. Son of a gun. Got 1 AP. So I gotta find a screw that's similar to that. Shoot. How is that possible? So we're gonna have a delay here. Only have 1 AP screw. They should have provided me screws. I don't get it. Alright, well, I'm going to try to get one that's similar maybe. You can see I just been throwing all these extra screws in here. I guess I should have been still sorting them out, the extras in the little box. But I thought I had a wide selection by now. I need to find coarse thread. It's about the size of this one. Let me know when you see it. Maybe this one will work. Close. Man, how dumb is this? Here we go. Oh, I dropped it. Here we go. I think I found one. Very close to it. Oh, yeah. Alright, the screw pile has come through in a pinch here. Okay, I found one that's gonna. Super similar. Super similar. In fact, it may be an AP. Let's start. Even though we're at the end of the stage here, don't throw any screws away, because they will short you. I'll probably find the pack that they sent on the floor at some point. Maybe. Did y'all see it slip off onto the floor? I don't know. Just all to hold the backing on this little nut plate. Give me a break. How dumb. That one went in. It's P. Went in super easy. This one's going in same way. And just snugging it down, not over tightening it. That's it. That's all we needed, right? Okay, that part's done. Now I need supposed to place two CR2032 batteries in here. They didn't provide the batteries. Son of a... Oh, I think I got some upstairs. Alright, I got lucky. I have some. Luckily, this is the batteries. Same size batteries. It's pretty common to use in your vehicle key fob. But I will say they should have provided these. They didn't provide any batteries though. These should be fine. They should last. I may or may not refresh the AA's I've been using all along, because this thing's been going. Some of those a couple years old probably by now. So I may refresh those battery boxes before and put new batteries in it before I'm putting everything together. But this should be fine. These last for a while. We're getting towards the end. I've got to place these in plus side up like that, and this is going like this, and they make it, this will be the outside of the Enterprise, so they make it to where you can get to these battery boxes. I think the ones that'll be hard to get to are the ones in the neck, because you'll have to take the saucer back off, and then there's a panel. This is going to go let's bring this guy over. This is going somewhere over the rainbow. I need to make sure I plug it in too. Okay, let me untwirl this. Little mess of wiring. What a tweedledee dumb situation here. This is gonna go. How aggravating. This is going under here. Where's my tweezers at? We gotta do operation again. Here, up here. This is going to connect on this control board over here. What a freaking pain in the ass. How dumb is this? I think it goes in this way. Down in here. Ah, got it. Right there. Now this switch. Maybe we can test lights. Ooh, lights are coming on. I'm not going to flip it over, but they are coming on. So we know the batteries work. We know the wiring works. That is good. I need to tuck the switch under here and pull it from the other side. Dark side of the moon. Oh, come on now. Get through there. What a squirrely situation. I mean, how squirrely is that? Just dumb. Stupid wire hatch. Come on. Now this goes down. How does this frickin' even go in there? Doesn't make any sense. Like, this doesn't match anything. Oh, fuck. What the hell? I put it in the wrong spot. Where does this go? The hell does this go? Down here. Or is it just sitting there? Oh my god, I think it's just sitting here for now. I'm trying to figure out how to screw this thing down into the... they want me to screw this little lid on, and that's it, and just like leave it chilling out here for now. I mean, instructions are half-assed in this section. Wow. So this thing's going to be just hanging out for now, I guess. Let me double check all the switches again. Yep, that was lighting up. You can kind of see the lights on the other side, but alright. So this thing's just chilling like this for now. Over it. Moving on. We got more to do here. I'm gonna go eat dinner. Oh my god. Now I've gotta get this mess going here. So we got these two wire leads. They're gonna feed up now these two wire leads, all these wire leads. What the hell? Okay, so these, doesn't freaking matter. This goes through here. Oh my God. This goes through here. It's going to connect on the very edge here. Glad they have this control board with all these wiring inside the skeletal structure. No worries on connecting anything. It's like our dumb problem, right? Whoever designed this gets an F. Gets an F. I should just leave some of these unplugged. Be like, why are these lights not working? Because somebody skipped steps. Now we're going to get them plugged in. Maybe. Break any of these connectors like has happened in the past. That one's not going down even. There we go. Alright, that one's in. This one feeds through here on the outside of this one and then tucks in. Then it's gonna connect. Oh my God. Right there in the middle. Right there in the dang middle. I don't know if that's connected. That's not connected good. There we go. Got it slid in. Finally. Alright, we ain't done yet. We ain't out of the woods. We still got this guy. It's gonna feed this way and around. He's going all the way downtown to the backside. Almost need more slack for his ass, but we're gonna get him connected in. And I may just have to show you like a close-up of what just happened. I almost tried to connect that one backwards, which would have broke the connector. Luckily I noticed. That one is connected. Now, ooh, fun. So much fun. Somehow alright, I gotta flip this part of the clamshell over, and I got to actually pull the slack out of these other cables that we put in. I pull them under the skeletal structure. So let me get you a higher bird's eye. And then we got to plug in a couple more connectors. And then we should be able to button this one up. Come on. Dum 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 designs. This could be a case study for dumbass engineering designs on how not to do wiring for a model. Look at that. That's gone. Son of a... Oh, that means it popped out and slid underneath. Okay, I don't know how much of that you'll see, but I took apart the wrong side, got it back together. Now I'm about to see what's going on with this side. If I have all the screws off or not, I don't know. Is there one more under here? Shit, there's one more under there. What a damn nightmare. Guys, this is straight up missing completely. Didn't slide out or nothing. So at what point did that happen? Roll back the footage. So let me get one of these. Put this in. All that for that. Now I've got to get all this back together with all these stupid bulbs. Try to get them in the right spots. And then try to get this sandwich, this nightmare sandwich back together again. Thought I was so close. But oh, come on. Now it's not going to secure up. There we go. So I don't want to be taking this thing apart, putting it back together again multiple times. This plastic stuff is cheap. This is a cheap piece of the ship. They completely went cheap on this part. All plastic nonsense. Alright, this has got to go up under here. Yeah, and see some of this, like this wiring. Why would you design wiring to come right out where a post is? So I think that needs to be, out of the way. That's as smashed over as it's going to get. Same for this side. That's as smashed over as that wiring is going to get. It's just, the whole build is like that. Wires coming out where they shouldn't. Bulbs coming out where they shouldn't because there's a screw hole right next to it, etc., etc. Dumb, dumb, dumb. So yeah, some of this is like, and I don't know what was going on with the battery box. It's like you had to secure the lid. I think hopefully maybe once the rest of the skin is on it, it will hold the battery box down. I don't know, because that is, I'll have to look at that some more because it was not secure a while ago as far as I had to squeeze it together to get it to the lights to work. Okay, hopefully we're together again. We can try this again. I have a extra screw here. Did I miss putting a screw in somewhere? Yeah, I did. Let me put this other screw in. Okay. Okay. Lights are working. Escape hatches or lifeboats are in. Okay. Yeah. And we are back to where we were, sorta. Sorta. I've got to get all this wiring fed back through again. Tucked in, tucked around. Uppy boomy's butt. Plenty of room up in there. Tuck all this in. I'm sure I could take all this wiring. Maybe some of this extra tape I put on may be causing an issue up top, so let me take that off. See if that helps me tuck some of this wiring in manually. Yeah, a little better. Okay. Nightmare still. These wires keep coming out. Yep, no warranty. Anything fails to work, Eaglemoss is on his own once he gets this. Okay, we're kind of there. We're actually fitting together better. So whatever I did helped out in the long run. Probably untaping some of that wire mess. It's not perfect, but it seems better. Now I need to put these little yellow pieces back in. Fudge. That one is in. You know what? I'm gonna going to try to put that screw in right there. As we force this thing together, maybe that'll help me. That's going to be a DP. Oh man. I think I've said it before, the cars that they have, like the GT500 I'm building, I like those kits much better than this nightmare. Just gonna snug that down like that, not too over tight. Now maybe I can get this other one in if I have lost it maybe. So now I've got to spend some time looking for this other yellow piece. It's on the carpet. Found it on my rug. Yeah, but this kit right here sucks. I don't know how, like, I think they have like a Millennium Falcon, stuff like that. Those may be better, but this one, this wiring and stuff, it is a nightmare. It is a full-on nightmare to assemble. There's parts of it that go like super smooth, and then there's parts of it like this. It's just like, what is up with this? Okay, now I'm gonna try to do maybe the back. And of course, we're using like 50 million different screws. Let's see if I can put the next two DM screws in. They go one here, and then one over there. Oh man, FUE me. Oh, come on. Don't want to over tighten that, but and there are going to be some that are going into the middle frame, and those will be a little better as far as holding something securely. Okay, those are in. I want to get some back ones in. CMs. Okay, so we got a bunch of CMs. So CMs, let me get those. Just make sure that this wiring is still working. Yeah, we're still lit up. Okay, so nothing is smashed to the point of not working. Everything should be tucked in a little hidey hole, little hiney hole. CM, so we're gonna have a lot of CMs. Okay, good. CM, M for metal. Man, I'm gonna be eating dinner late. It'll be good though. Wasn't quite hungry yet, but you may not, by the time this nightmare of a video uploads, you may not see it till Monday or Tuesday, who knows. Dip this in some 3-in-1 oil. Yeah, like those, like that. Okay. Another CM. Gotta try to support it from underneath so don't smash these little pylons apart. Those are cheaply put together too. And that is metal skeleton structure, but some of these panels are just cheap plastic. Alright. Let's go up with some more CMs. Another CM. And another CM. Is this a CM? Dipping the tip in the oil. How many more we got? CM, 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 CM. Okay. About 4 more, it looks like, maybe. I got this phase array that there, and there's springs under it like it's a button, but it does nothing. So I think that was something they, and same for these ones in the back here, they push in, they have little springs like they're buttons, but they're not. They don't do anything. So I don't know if they thought they might do some sound effects or something with those. I don't know, but whatever that was, it was some leftover unnecessary parts. But I put it together like I said, so now they're spring loaded. Alright, at least this is getting put together finally. All these side parts. We're getting closer, I tell you what. I got like 5 more boxes over there, I think. Seems like a lot still. But considering where we've been, we are getting closer and closer. Any more? Oh God, I still got a bunch here. Let's see. 1, 2 more there. And I think that's it. So 2 more. Okay. 2 more CMs. We'll be done. I'll try my best to cut out most of the F-bombs when I was just about to commit self-destruct. I almost activated self-destruct for this ship, what's left of it in pieces here, what it is so far in pieces. But I gotta finish this up. Make it into a solid Duke. Okay, that is done and assembled. Are we finished? Did we finish? Yes! Relics. Alright, the behind the scenes is the very last. That was the last kit in book 26. Book 26 is in the history books, thankfully. Relics, one of my favorite ish episodes, because Scotty comes back. He was in a transporter buffer. He did that to save himself. They find him on that Dyson sphere in that crashed shuttle or ship or whatever it was, a ship. And then they're in the holodeck with this classic, with the original series bridge, which was awesome. The only thing I did not like about this is they made him kind of like a buster, like he tried to help out in engineering and everything's just too advanced for him. Everything's different. Nah, give him some technical manuals and give him a few days and he'd have been down there making, figuring everything out. But they didn't do that. I don't know why these writers are always trying to sideline our main characters, make them obsolete. But it was cool that they brought back this set, at least some of it. So here's some behind the scenes, the pieces they did. That was well done as far as that part went. That's the main one. There's a Q episode. That's the main one in the back here that I care about. So relics, that was a good episode. I would have changed that bit, but I guess they're trying to, I don't know. Scotty would have figured out the engines on the D. Jordy just felt threatened, I think, and didn't want to give him the access to the tech manuals to help out. So alright, so that is done. Let me clean up a little bit, do a I'll probably let the computer pick a thumbnail on this one. I don't know, we'll see. See if I can't pick out a thumbnail or do a thumbnail here. Thumbnail pick out of this nightmare. You can see some behind the scenes here. Oh, there's an extra one. I'm missing one. One escaped. One escaped. I'm done. I'm just gonna paint it brown and be like, that one's so black, and be like, that one, someone jettisoned it. I'm not taking anything else apart if I miss a lifeboat, because that was a damn nightmare. Alright, there we go. That is your thumbnail. Thanks for watching, hanging out. Boom.